Hi guys, it's Danielle, the owner of Bo Peeps Bonnets. I know this isn't a knitting video, it's a Christmas decor video because I love Christmas and I love you guys. And I was thinking to myself the other day, I spent a lot of time in this chair right here, knitting your orders, designing new patterns, and looking at all the Christmas decor in our house. And I thought, hey, maybe you guys would like to see it too. So let's get started. I know everybody talks about a theme for their house for Christmas, and I guess my theme is traditional floral Christmas because I love flowers. If some of you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I also dabble in a little bit of flower farming. So I did a poinsettia tree this year, and I just love it so much. It makes me so happy to sit here and look at that bright pop of red. And I tried to add a little bit of neutral touches to the tree also, like these pine cone ornaments. I think I made these back when my husband and I were first married almost 12 years ago with pine cones from my neighbor's house. She let me collect some of them, and I just hot glued them all together and hot glued a bow on there. So that's a nice way to do a free ornament. Some of my other favorites are these gold ornaments. I don't see these anywhere anymore. I don't know if you guys do. I think that when I was younger, my grandfather gave me these, and I just love how they pick up the light and they just sparkle. I just think they're so beautiful. Oh, something else I did this year for the first time ever was ribbon. You guys are probably already on the ribbon bandwagon, but I was really late getting to the party. And now that I've found ribbon, I'm never going back. If you haven't tried it, try it, because it adds so much to your tree. I just did a simple bow. I mean, there was really no thought process behind it. Sorry. But I just kind of swooped it, pinched it in, swooped it, pinched it in, and I think it really adds a really nice touch. And then I love these poinsettias. I think I picked these up from Michael's. You guys know I love Michael's because I really love their yarn selection there. These are actually on these little clips. So isn't that great? Because, you know, especially even if you have a real tree, I know sometimes it's hard decorating a real tree. You can just pinch that onto a branch and then you can, move it however you want. I just think that's really wonderful. And oh, let me show you one other ornament that I really love. Are these springerly cookie ornaments. My mom has made these over the years. She has a poinsettia mold, and she gave me all of her poinsettia springerly ornaments this year. Aren't they so pretty? Anyway, that's pretty much it for this Christmas tree. Don't worry, we have more than one Christmas tree. So, but we'll save that other one for a little bit later. Okay, so let's go over here to our mantel place. And this was actually the first area of our house that I decorated. I think I put this up like the first week of November. Don't judge me. It just makes me happy, right? Do what you like to do. Do what makes you happy. I got this garland from our neighbor when we moved here like 2-3 years ago. I just love it. I don't know where she got it from, but it has, like faux white pine and some regular pine, and it has some pine cones already in it. So all I had to do was, do my clip poinsettias. I added this berry garland, and that was it. And I mean, I just think it's so beautiful and so simple and, not costly. Really, the only cost here was the poinsettias and the berries. Couldn't have been more than $20, guys. And then, of course, our stockings, which, of course, are knitted. Of course, it is Bo Peeps Bonnets. And, of course, I have my knitted shrug on. You can find that pattern on our website. And we have a fireplace, too. And we do have a working fireplace. It's probably weird that we have an insert on right now and real wood. But sometimes we don't want to smoke up the house, like today. So it's nice, it's easy, it's on a remote control. You just click that sucker on and instant coziness, right? Gotta love that. So if we go around here, oh, here's something else you'll find on our website, is this blanket cover. Did I just say blanket cover? I meant to say pillow cover. I love that, and I have to tell you guys about this blanket, and I'll try not to cry when I tell you about it. I think I knitted this blanket probably 18 years ago. Some of you might know that I do run a charity for cancer patients, and that is because my mother has had ovarian cancer and I lost my grandmother. See, I told you I'm not going to cry though. I lost my grandmother to uterine cancer. The last time she had cancer, because she did have it more than once, I knitted this blanket for her. And all it is garter stitch, guys. If you've never knit before, get some big yarn, get some big needles, just knit garter stitch, practice, 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 get your tension right, and look what you can make with just garter stitch. So anyway, did I finish that story? All that to say that I made this blanket for my grandmother the last time that she did have cancer. And when I went to visit her for the last time, she had this on her lap. And so after she passed away, I asked if I could have that blanket back. So that's really special, and that gives you a little more insight into why I started the charity for cancer patients. All right, let's get happy again. Over here, I didn't really do that much. I normally have probably like floral pictures here. So I just switched them out to be Christmas pictures. My wonderful husband is behind the camera. I don't know, honey, if you can like focus in on this. This is my grandmother. That's me, my grandfather, and my one cousin, Brianna. I have a lot of cousins. And I did the same with my husband, my incredibly handsome husband. You can see him here. This is probably the early 80s, because he's, what are you, honey, 41 now? 40. I always make him a year older. There he is right there. Can you see that? With Santa. I don't know why Santa doesn't look a little more happy. And then, of course, we have the next generation, our daughter, who's quite a bit older now. But that's all I did over here. And it's nice because you can come in. This is the door people normally come in. You can set your keys here, take your shoes off, throw your purse down, and it's just kind of out of the way. I kind of don't like too much clutter. Okay, so let's go over here. I can't handle this blanket. It's so beautiful. It's so cozy. I mean, my husband will tell you, we'll sit down to watch a movie, and if I snuggle up next to him and put this blanket on, he knows that what's actually going to happen is I'm going to fall asleep. It's the truth, people. You know, I got this from Home Goods, which I just discovered Home Goods. Oh my gosh, they have the most beautiful things. And I got this Mary pillow there. I'm not really a big pillow person. I like to knit covers, but I don't know, I thought it kind of matched the theme with the poinsettias. So I don't know if you see our two cats here snuggling up for Christmas. This here is Rocky, and he's just the sweetest boy ever. He's a rescue. And down here's Buddy. He's our big farm cat, and he's part Maine Coon, and he just has such a sweetheart. I just love my animals. We also have Harry, who I think is upstairs. All right, so coming around to this section of the house, our house was built in 1947. We renovated most of it. My husband worked really hard to get it in beautiful condition. It was a fixer-upper. Whoa, it was scary. We walked in here, you would be terrified. Maybe I'll try to figure out how to put some pictures of what the house looked like at the end of the video or something, so you can see like the before and the Christmas after or something. But I didn't want to get rid of these built-ins. I know they have like the scalloped edge. I know some people don't like that. They even have, I've kind of hidden it, but they have like magazine storage down here. I mean, when do you see that anymore? These houses that are built, you know, they all look the same. Sorry if you live in one of those houses. They're really nice. But I love old houses. My husband's laughing at me. I love old houses. I love that you can tell that this was built in 47. Okay, I went on a long tangent. The only thing I really did up here was, up in this crystal bowl, I put some, you know, Christmas balls. That's kind of an easy thing to do. And then in this next one, my mom had given me like some of those ball garlands, and I just put that in a vase too. This wreath I made, true confession, I don't like it. I'm probably gonna change it as soon as I have some extra time, and you'll kind of see why it looks like that in a second. So why don't we swing around here into our dining room. So, I don't know if this is my favorite room in the house. I think it is now, and I'll tell you why in a second, but this is our second Christmas tree. Some people tell me that it looks like it's flocked. I got it also from Michael's just because I love Michael's. They were calling it like a Chanel tip, which I thought was really nice because you know some of that flocking, it kind of disintegrates, it gets in the air, you're breathing it in. I didn't really want anything like that. So the Chanel tip is a nice change. The only 3 things I have on this tree is ribbon from Michael's, these picks also from Michael's, and then all of these limelight hydrangeas are from my garden. All you have to do is, once your hydrangeas are fully bloomed, make sure the tip especially is bloomed fully, and they start to color up, they start to like patina. Cut them, put them in like an inch of water, and they will literally just dry like this. So there's really no ornaments on this tree. It's really just hydrangeas. And I love it. This tree skirt, I believe, is a tablecloth that I think, sorry, Suzanne, I can't remember exactly who made this. I think it was my great-grandmother. Someone made that. It's so gorgeous. It's really big and beautiful. And I just thought it matched nice in here. So hence, the hydrangea wreath behind you that you saw that I don't really like. And I think I don't like it because it doesn't have the Chanel tips. So I'll have to keep my eye out next time I go to Michael's for that. Okay. Sorry, also I've kind of been sick so my voice sounds funny. This table, doesn't it look like it's from Pottery Barn? Well, my husband made it. And it's a door. I just love telling people that. I don't know how many people can say that their husband made their table and it's made from an old door that was in this house when we bought it. So underneath here, the main support system for the table is that door. Honey, I hope I get this right. This is plywood on top. Some, what is this board, love? 2x4s? 2x4s. He got this really good idea. You know those things you can buy for your coffee tables for like if your kid's gonna hit their head on it? Like they're soft and squishy. He put those on the edges. I thought that was really smart. And then of course he put a stain on top so that it's watertight. And I just love it so much. And you know, what did it cost us? I don't know, 20 bucks? And a lot of hard work. But I'm just really thankful for it. I think it's perfect in this room, in this house. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for this house. Okay, so from here, you know what, honey? Let me switch you places. Let's do a big circle because I kind of did this one-sided. Even though I did the greenery all around, it's definitely better on this side. We have a Nellie Stevens holly tree on our property. That's a great tree to have. It grows really tall, grows really fast, beautiful berries, really easy to care for. If you're in Pennsylvania, plant a Nellie Stevens holly. You'll really get your money's worth. So all I did was pick the holly. I picked some arborvitae that I've also planted over the last couple of years, and I really just laid it around here. These hurricanes, I was looking for them everywhere. I had a real specific vision of what I wanted them to look like. And my daughter, after we went to all these places, she suggested Christmas tree shops. And voila, they were there. And they have these flickering candles. Let me pull one out. These are kind of expensive, I think. But the wick actually flickers. And they're on a timer too, so you can time them like 6 hours. Say you want them to turn on at like 6 o'clock every day. They'll run for 5 hours, and then the following day they'll turn on at 6 again. I love that, and I just think it looks real. And with our 3 cats and our daughter, I tried not to do real candles, so that's great. The only other thing I did in this room for Christmas is this is kind of my stand-in nativity until we purchase a real nativity. I got this at Home Goods. Once again, wow, Home Goods is awesome. I can't believe I had just discovered that this year. Just Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus, these trees. It seems to me that you're supposed to put tea lights behind them. So once again, I got these battery-powered tea lights. I don't think you can see them very well, so maybe I need like a taller light in there. I'm not really sure. Yeah, leave me a comment, tell me What do you think? Is there supposed to be a tall candle in there? I'm not really sure. So that is pretty much it for our dining room. So now we go into the kitchen, which was our main renovation in the house. So when we purchased the house, imagine dirty, mint green, rusted metal, things hanging out of the ceiling, possibly animals, not our cats, and just the sheer fear of a complete reno. Now let's go see it now. All right, here it is. I hope on the camera it's as beautiful as it is in person. I got to design the kitchen. You know, my husband took it back to the studs, so there was nothing here. Everything is new, chosen by us, and I'm just so thankful for this space. It's perfect, you know, for a family of 3. We're just a family of 3. It's plenty of space. Look at that house thing. I don't really like a lot of clutter and a lot of extra things, so I think these shelves are great because you only keep what you actually need. You know, there's only 3 of us, so there's no reason why I need to have like 20 mugs. I don't need that. And you know, that's just my personality. So I love that. I love to keep the counters really clear because, you know, this is how big it is. But honestly, if you keep them clear, it's plenty of space to work. So the Christmas thing I did in here was, you know, I see a lot of people have those hot cocoa bars and they're really, really beautiful. There's so many beautiful ones. I really didn't want to spend any extra money, so I just used things that I had. I had this tin someone gave me a while ago, and I just put hot cocoa mixes in it. You know, I had these. Sorry. I just put some candy canes in it, some biscotti, and a real poinsettia that my aunt gave me when she visited. So that's really it for the kitchen. You know, like I said, I like to keep it kind of simple. So we can go this way and maybe head back to our first tree. And maybe Rocky will say bye to us. But mainly, I just wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for your continued support of my company. Whether you're buying a finished product that myself or someone that works for me has made, we're so thankful for you. I don't know if I could say that any more sincerely, but from the bottom of my heart, it really sometimes is dependent on, you know, do we have enough money to put oil in our tank to heat our house? Yes, because of your purchases. And if you're just a beginner knitter, I love you guys so much. I love helping you. Send me those questions, Etsy conversation me, anytime. I'm here for you. I was a beginner once too, and I know how frustrating it is to see a pattern and not understand it. I really try to make my patterns so easy to understand that they're foolproof. Even if it's the first pattern you've ever looked at, it can be a fun experience because it's easy, but it's still beautiful. Like, look at this shrub. Can you see that, honey? Is the light okay? Doesn't this look like elaborate cabling? It's not, guys. It's not real cables. So even, you know, things that look complicated, I try to make them easy. All right, I went on a tangent. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too weird. You know, I'm not a YouTuber. This isn't my thing. I do have a cold, but I just love Christmas. I love you guys, and happy holidays. Bye.